Again, let's observe side effect changes with an equality money system and a labor system. And just note the points, and we just start with a normal person or family as they live in this world, how someone will experience it. We start at the process of conception. So, in the process of conception, when the mother and the family is taken care of in terms of their primary needs for a secure existence, will that have an effect on pregnancy? And what kind of pregnancy? What kind of effect will it have on pregnancy? Will there be less stress for the mother?
Yes.
Worrying about money?
Yes.
Will all have equal access to effective medical care and support during pregnancy? Will the mother be able to spend time during pregnancy to listen to supportive music or study information in preparation effectively for the child to come?
Yes.
Everybody will be equal in affording this, because this will be linked automatically to the labor system, and those that want to express themselves will be available in the labor system because they like doing it. And normally when you like doing something, you do it quite well. You're not doing it because you need to survive. So during pregnancy there is both an effect on the child, the mother, the father, and the general household, and there is a labor opportunity which currently is underexplored within the support of the mother in general, the preparation of the child's effectiveness. Obviously there's creative possibilities in generating points within music or education or otherwise that will support the mother and the child in the making through impulsing the child with effective symbolism that will have a strengthening, supportive, stability effect on the child's life. Kind of stuff currently that's only happening to the super rich. They can only afford to do these things. Nobody else has got access to these things. Most don't even know that it exists. And the effects that it have on the child, that it is possible to prepare a child in the first 9 months very effectively through an environment that impulse stability, that impulse openness, trust, sharing, that impulse language skills, observation skills, all of that, because you're impulsing the physical to become far more receptive to effective learning when in the environment once emerging from the womb. So, any other points you want to add to pregnancy at this stage? Can you see how it can benefit both on the life system, the equal money system, and on the labor system? And that in that simple equation, have a look if somebody really likes to work with women that is pregnant and supporting them in the basis of preparing a child, and they're doing it from a consideration of equal love, preparing, doing the best for the planet, for the whole of existence, for what is best for Earth. Now we're really getting to challenging those that claim they want to do best and those that will actually do it. And you'll be fascinating to observe that there are those that will actually do it because they really enjoy it. And now automatically in the labor or the entertainment system, they'll be able to do what they like and at the same time entertain them in their world. maybe just on the entertainment system side, your labor system side, what is the point? The point is that life should be fun. So life in itself is an equality system, is where all your basic needs is taken care of. While in your labor system is your entertainment system. You want to have more fun, and automatically you will utilize the entertainment system, find something that you really like doing and do it. There is so many things that can be done that is currently not even effectively part of the labor system, because the whole labor system that exists in the world currently is a survival system. It is not a supportive system. Here it is a supportive system, and within entertainment you're supporting yourself to be experiencing your life in a way that is fun, and it is the real pursuit of happiness, isn't it? Actually, practically possible, and you actively do it, and everybody is doing within it that which they would like to do, therefore they're happy with what they're doing. An actual, practical, equal pursuit of happiness. Within this, obviously, in terms of entertainment, one must consider what kind of entertainments would be available. Because some entertainments will no longer be available, because those entertainments were based on money only. They were not based on self-expression. So a lot of entertainment that exists now will no longer exist, because it was purely invented to get people to participate in it so that somebody can make money. The movie industry will change, because you will no longer have stars that earn more than another star. You will have actual artists that express that which they enjoy. You'll actually get fucking good movies for a change. I mean, you'll actually have real art. You won't have this fake story where you are forced to watch what is available because you are impulsed to watch that, and that's the only stuff that's distributed and the only stuff that's available. So in the basic entertainment industry of movies and art, I would say that all art actually will fall under an expression base of sharing. Within that base, obviously, it's available. I mean, and one is sharing what you like doing. In consideration here, one must note that within the entertainment system, points like holiday and resort facilities like they exist now will probably not exist, because they are geared for money. They are not geared for actual support and entertainment and holidays.
They're geared for relaxing because the population is so stressed out.
They are not. Resorts that is existent in this reality is geared for money.
Yes, you have to have money,
but you sell it as a
it will not actually exist as it does now. Understand that you will still follow an evolutionary expression. What is evolution? Evolution is a cause-effect process. Evolution is where that's why the word evolution or evolve is the word love in reverse. Evolution is moving according to what you perceive you like. It's a principle of like attracts like. And within that, if there is no longer a desire for those that is designing and marketing and placing resorts and hotels, because they're no longer making money out of it, because remember, these things are making people very rich. Now it will not exist anymore. You will find that there will be less of these. And remember, people that work in hotels, like your janitors, your cleaners and so on, they're only working there because they have no choice. If they're going to have a choice, they're not going to clean this fucking place. It is the end of that arena. Your entertainment and what you can do is going to change. You're no longer going to have things that specifically is made for you to indulge in as a superior elite person. You are not considering, yes, the same. You are not considering that the changes that's going to happen is going to have an effect, because the things that is presented in the media as entertainment is exclusive and elitist. It is not something that the general man in the world can actually do. Very few people in the world can afford to go on holiday, or to go to a resort, or stay in a hotel. A very minute portion. The rest only dream about it and try to survive. So that kind of things will disappear. Or there may be people doing it, but it is unlikely, because they are all going to be dependent on labor. And it is unlikely that they will get labor in an equal labor system. So things are going to change. Your entertainment is going to be more home-based and will return to one where people will tend to visit more between themselves. So you will have more an interaction as entertainment with people, within which your entertainment actions or things that you participate in will be more organized at the local level by those that want to do it, like families grouping together, for instance, or friends together that play a game or put a place together where they can entertain themselves. It'll be group responsibility rather than planned responsibility based on the factor of profiting. So profiteering will no longer be. Lots of things are going to change. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It is inevitable. Also, your media industry, which is based primarily on making money through advertising and promoting particular products for corporations and so on, massively that is going to change. I mean, what will remain is only those that's serious about being a form of a journalist and that will actually research something properly, because there will no longer be a threat that is based on media or corporation that may prevent somebody from publishing a proper researched project. So your information will become much more trustworthy. Obviously, one will have information sharing at a centralized point in terms of magazines or newspapers or television, but now it will be work that is properly researched and presented without fear of retribution, and one will be able to actually investigate the history of man, what really happened, and share things that's relevant to the development of man before man became enslaved to a corporate money system, to the elite.
So information will not be based on serving interests of...
Information will be based on the sharing of the actual information or observation of those that did, and in cases where it is controversial, one will have cross-references. You'll do an immediate point of having cross-referenced observation to make sure that the information is presented in a way that consider the development of man as equals, and to point out the points that has caused inequality. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Obviously within that there will be labor opportunities as the people within reporting information or news or research will no longer be subject to having to do it for a living income, but only now be doing it as an equal point of entertainment income. People will now do it because they like it. If you have a look, there's a lot of people currently on the internet that like doing research. They like presenting it. They're not getting an income for it. They like what they're doing.
Yeah.
But now they'll be able to do it as a labor point, part of an entertainment industry that is also education, more education focused from the perspective of enhancing the basic expression ability of the human. Which means, wouldn't it be nice if you can walk around or walk through this world meeting people and you can actually communicate with them as equals? You don't have to have a thought in the back of your mind, what a fucking fool. What am I going to say now not to offend this fucker? I mean, many people have those kind of thoughts. Isn't it? So, we are looking here thus at entertainment and media, both within how it affects the life support system and the labor system, and what opportunities will be there and how it will change. Currently, in terms of, say, a media corporation, the main point is shareholding, and they appoint many people that's got directives and which must promote a particular agenda to the benefit of the shareholding. Specifically, there will be vested interest that's normally secret, and therefore the line or direction of information would be based on that secret agenda, which has always in the background the principle of profiteering, and therefore you will never know about it. Because if you have, for instance, a corporation that is quite successful and want to dominate the market more, they will start investing their money in shareholding in media to give them control over the presentation or the way information is presented, and subtly the information will be moved, slanted, directed to benefit their particular products and their particular agenda. You're not aware of it because it's subtly done through the stories that's written in the newspapers, the way it's told, what the people are dressed with, the mentioning of names, the props in the background that will have particular corporate names on or products on. Many things that you do not even know about is utilized in the control of your mind to make sure you accept your reality the way it is, and to make sure you will, without noticing, buy products and believe in them because you've seen it on the TV. No matter what's in there, you'll never read the actual information or do research. You'll believe it. You'll just feel comfortable. I trust my gut, you'll say. God. Trust your gut. Your gut is the place where all your food goes and all the enzymes, and from there it moves to shit. It's a real production place. You trust that. You don't even know what the fuck is going on there. Any idea? No. Not even a fucking scientist in the world knows everything that's going on in there. What's all the enzymes, how exactly it operates. You want to trust this thing. You're trusting what you're seeing. You can't trust what you see unless you know all the information involved in creating the picture that's being presented to you. All of it. If you don't have that, you have a problem. Okay. Furthermore, when a child is born, we're now at the birth point. What do we know about the birth point? There's people that like being there and assisting when a child's being born, isn't it? They just have this feeling that they like doing that. Catch the child, whack the butt, whang! Okay. So, they like doing that. I might even like doing that sometime. It's quite fun working with animals like that. To see, it's amazing to watch this animal emerge from a seemingly rather unpleasant place because it is all like bloody and with a lot of like jelly kind of stuff, gelatine and stuff. It's rather sticky. And then you wonder how the fuck are they ever going to open their eye? Isn't that stuff in their lungs? I mean, isn't that stuff in their lungs? They've just come from inside a bag of liquid. I mean, how do you get it? Oh, you just suck it out? What's happened here? I mean, how does this? It's like fascinating shit. You really start to play with it. Anyway, they just suck it dry. Suppose next moment if they suck too much, the lungs are out the nose, hanging out there. Problem. You see, vivid imagination. Vivid imagination. Considering consequence. Suction. Suction and consequence. Anyway, what will the parent have is a point, because, I mean, our labour system in an equality system will be based on those points that define our reality. Birth is such a point, the entry point of the reality. And therefore there will be labour specifically available related to that, and you will have people in the world that understand the point of equality is to enhance our experience and focus ourselves on our own perfection and no longer accept our limitations that has been promulgated as if that is reality, through a concerted directive effort of focusing on our effective perfection of ourselves and the future of our existence. We will change what we do and how we do it. Therefore, at birth we will pay a lot of attention to the exact detail of bringing into this world a new life form that is going to enter and that must become part of and as equals supportive within this environment. So there will be labour opportunities there for those that do have an interest in such activity, which will enhance their experience of themselves, because they will not only experience it as fulfilling and satisfying. Satisfaction will play a major role within this, because here we are acting within the principle of satisfaction, pursuit of happiness, the actualization of it, not just the promise of it, the reality of it. So within that, with birth, you'll have thus the mother, the father, the family related, being in the best possible hands and the best possible care, and that care will be equal for all, meaning available for each child that comes into this world. Therefore, each child's first impressions will be similar in effectiveness and support, which will automatically bring down the amount of influences that cause major dysfunctional behavior in the reality. I mean, the research thus far show much of the dysfunctional behavior of humans are related to things that happen with the child in their early years. We know the problem, but nothing gets done about it because it's all about money. If you don't earn money, you can't do anything about it. And nobody cares, because what is the excuse? Sorry, you don't have money, you are not allowed to give this child the best possible care. You don't have money. I mean, it is really bizarre and sick. And it's unacceptable for any being in this reality to in any way promote any other system but equality, in all ways. And obviously, as you can hear as I'm sharing this commonsensically, that it's going to be very difficult for anyone to deny what's best for all. Very difficult. So, and they'll have to do it deliberately, which obviously will be disregarded. Deliberate deception will be disregarded, disenfranchised. So, within the principle then of the experience of this child coming into this world, the care that is given, we will have obviously a new development, because you will no longer have nurses or doctors that's doing their job for status and money or survival. You'll have people that do it because they love what they're doing. So now you have a child entering this world in an environment of love. Isn't that what everybody is fucking proposing but never fucking doing? Presenting to each part of existence an environment of equality as love. Doing to your neighbor what you would like them to do to you. Love your neighbor as equals. Here you'll have that now developing. There may be some pains in the beginning, but have a look. Observing basic human behavior and observing the basic inherent goodness that is in man, is there is people in this world that like doing this. There is doctors in this world that love what they're doing, that do care. But the system has made them inhumane. The dignity of life has kind of gone out the window, and everyone has forgotten about it because you have been forced by the system to consider money first. And I mean, here we've started with the process of life within this reality, and we've moved through the basic first 9 months with some ideas, and we're now at the birth point. We haven't even gone any further than that. And look at all the changes that is already happening and how it's going to affect the total life of a being, just with an equal money system. Obviously, research will change. It will no longer be driven by profit. It will be driven by effectiveness. Because now you'll have people that would really like to do research and find solutions, and that will do it honorable, not be driven by money. So your scientists is going to change. Science is going to become something that can be trusted simply by having an equality system. And that which emerged from science will be done by people that like what they're doing, therefore they take care of what they're doing, because they know they will be known by the fruits of their labor. Currently that's not happening because you're known by the fruits of your money.